Okay, I am live. I am live. It's a little bit different. I don't have the music and stuff going on, but please get those likes up. I put in the chat. Please get those likes up, baby. Please get those likes up. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Nose itching real quick. Okay. Hopefully y'all are getting the notifications that I'm live. Please get those likes up again. I was having a little bit of some technical difficulty, so I definitely want to know that you are in the chat and that this live is going very smoothly. I just have two topics that I want to talk about. Two topics. And the first topic that I want to talk about is Tamar. Let me look on my phone real quick. Oh, okay. Hey, Orpeo. Orpeo in the chat. I haven't been live in a minute. Okay. Hey, John Wayne. Okay, so let's jump right in. Let's jump into the conversation. Hold on for real quick. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Okay. All right. So first, I'm going to talk about Tamar. Tamar Braxton, the legendary Tamar Braxton. She is doing something that I think is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. So let me hold on for a quick second. Let's see. Okay. Tamar has been very open that she is taking PrEP. PrEP is an anti-HIV medication. It suppresses the transmission, of HIV. And when she announced that she was on PrEP, there were a lot of Black women who were shocked by it because it's still sort of a taboo topic and sensitive topic to talk about when it comes to HIV. HIV doesn't discriminate against anyone, but when I saw the commercials for PrEP, I did see that they were targeting and marketing the medicine to, of course, men who sleep with men and to Black women. And when I saw the commercials, I was kind of irritated, like, oh my God, they're making Black women the face of the HIV. But the truth is that even though we make up 6 to 13% of the population, Black women make up like 55% of the HIV/AIDS diagnosis, which is horrible. It's a catastrophe. And yes, heterosexuals get HIV, but a large percent of Black women get HIV from men who sleep with men who are sleeping with Black women. And that's just a fact. Look, Tamar is beautiful. She's single, and I believe she lives in Atlanta, I think. And Atlanta has a very high HIV rate. Atlanta hotspots, the Bible Belt, the South, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Florida, New Orleans, New York, Texas, especially Houston. I think Houston, they said, had a 200% syphilis rise just a few months ago, and HIV, they're calling HIV outbreaks. No, the truth is that a lot of people just don't get tested for it, so they're getting more results. Okay, now when it comes to AIDS, usually that develops like 10 years of having HIV and you don't know, or you do know and you don't take your medicine, and then it turns into AIDS. And yeah, so there's a lot of stigma still when it comes to HIV, because people think, oh, you had SCX. Well, most adult people in the United States have SCX, a good portion. And while there are women who will say, especially, I see this all the time, well, thank God I'm celibate, I'm abstinent. Yes, but that is temporary. Eventually, I'm sure you're not going to be celibate until the day you croak. Eventually, you're probably going to have SEX again. Even if you wait till marriage, a lot of women get HIV from their husbands, and you get it from your boyfriends. If they step out of the relationship, they don't protect themselves when they do it, or you. In other ways, people get it, blood transfusions and things like that. But yeah, there can be stigma still, even though the medicine today, people are living until they're very old and they're not passing away. Now, not everybody takes to the medicine. It can still have side effects with your body and stuff like that. There's still some stigma. Is sort of not as bad because there are a lot of ways you can pass away on the planet. That's one of them if you don't take your medicines and stuff like that. But Oh, hey, Ari. So I applaud Tamar for being very open about her PrEP journey because she knows how serious it is for Black women, especially the area that she lives in. Period. So, my God, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, again, how many Black women celebrities do you see talking about HIV? You don't see that many. They act like it doesn't even exist anymore in the celebrity world. You used to see people talking about the celebrities who died of AIDS and HIV all the time. Now you don't hear nothing about it, like they don't get it. They do. Just when they get it, they'll say, oh, they died of pneumonia, when really it was HIV. Oh, they died of this with the heart thing. Really, it was the symptoms and complications of AIDS and HIV that took their life, but they don't make it public that they had it because of the shame and the stigma and their legacy and all that other stuff. I mean, the last celebrity that came out that they had it was Charlie Sheen. And he said he knew a lot of other celebrities that had it, but he's never going to tell who they are because they don't want to be shamed and all of that. So how many Black women celebrities do you see talking about it? And Black women are affected the worst in this country by it. So I think it's brave of Tamar. I think that she loves Black women and she sees how serious it is, and she's promoting PrEP because she hates seeing what's going on with Black women and HIV, and PrEP can help keep you safe. So leave a heart in the chat if you are willing to get on PrEP, take a pill every single day. If you are having sex, even if you are married, would you take PrEP every day? Or maybe one day soon, they might give it out through an injection. Maybe you can get an injection once or twice, once every month or once every 2 months. They might come out with that to help prevent it. So what do you think? Would you leave a heart if you are willing to take PrEP? I don't know. I'm pretty sure some of you might be like, you know what? I might forget. I might forget to take it every damn day. Or do I have to take it at a certain time every day and all that other stuff? Or I just think it's a shame that it's come to this point, especially for Black women, and it's not a conspiracy. The truth is that a lot of the men don't go to the doctor and they step out on you, and a number of them are sleeping with men. This is a fact, and this happens in different parts of the world too. This is a fact, and what can you do? What can you do? I mean, you can be celibate, you can be abstinent. That protects you temporarily until you decide to have SCX again. And once you step out there to have SCX again, even if you made the man wait months, even if you waited till marriage, you can pray and hope your husband doesn't step out on you. But it's always a risk, And before I move on to the next topic, when people say, I hear a lot of women saying, yeah, that's why I use protection with my husband. It is realistic, especially if you're trying not to get pregnant again. But let's be realistic. Most women are going to sleep with their husbands without a condom. Number one, you're supposed to be able to. That's my husband. You know damn well when he wakes up in the morning or y'all go to bed at night and that man wants some and he's your husband, 9 times out of 10, your husband and you are going to do it without a condom, especially if y'all want to make a baby. If y'all want children, y'all are going to be having SCX without a condom. Even if you use condoms 95% of the times, I guarantee you there's going to be a time when your husband is just going to take it. And when the heat of the moment. And not only that, I'll be real. If that's my husband and I want to sleep with my husband, I don't want to have to always say, oh, go get the condom. That's my husband. I'm supposed to be able to sleep with my husband raw. That's my damn husband. And I'm supposed to be able to trust my husband. Don't get me wrong. I know in today's world, we can't. And men, it's a shame it's gotten to this point. It's a shame that it's gotten to this point where women can't even feel safe sleeping with their own damn husband. Again, if I were married and we're using them, there might be a time I don't feel like it. I want you right now, right here. You're my man. You're my husband. And there will be times when he just wants me. This is realistic. I don't have time for the what ifs, the fairy tale stuff. This is life. Husband and wives have SCX without condoms as they're naturally supposed to. And yes, naturally you can use condoms too. But let's just keep it all the way real. So you better hope and pray your man ain't stepping out and that you're safe. AP says being married and the man graping you is common too. Yeah, they made laws about that not too long ago because men were graping their wives. I mean, I've heard stories of women waking up and their husbands is on top of them because he couldn't wait. Or a woman being sick and you don't feel like it, but then the woman just gives up and say, just go ahead, and you lay there and you let him get it. You might not be doing much because you feel sick, but he says he got to have it. Women coming out of the hospitals feeling sick and the husband's like, please. And then you let him do it. I mean, it's all types of different things. So I think Tamar, again, when she said that she was on PrEP, like, oh my God, she's on PrEP. Oh my God, Tamar's on PrEP. Is everything okay? It's like she's just trying to be safe. And she's in Atlanta, for God's sake. So she knows what's up, and she is promoting PrEP, especially towards Black women, because she knows those stats. As a matter of fact, we have, where is that picture? We have Essence Atkins. Essence Atkins is a very popular Black actress, and she was married, and I had no idea that she got divorced. I didn't know she got divorced. So she says that she's been abstinent for 4 years. And she says that I will continue to be abstinent until I get married again. If that's what she wants to do, that's what she wants to do. Okay, so let's see what Tamar had to say. Okay, she says she's not doing it until she gets married again. Okay, she says, that's my girl. This post makes me love and respect her so much more. But is this realistic for 2025 in dating? Is this an option for you? In my opinion, there's only 2 solutions to dating nowadays. Date or not to date. I mean, dating and everything that goes along with it. Eventually, you're going to take trips, you're having romance, long phone conversations, and eventually SCX. I can't believe this subject is still taboo when the outside, aka people, adults having SCX, they're so wild and free. Being outside these days isn't for the weak. I often honestly can't believe some of the things y'all are going for. I personally don't think it's that serious. That's another conversation. But while it's hot outside, y'all are having SCX and having fun, and most of you are being flued out, you have to make sure you are honest about it if you're protecting yourself or not. Nowadays, it's not just about protecting your heart. It's also about protecting your health. Black women make up over 55% of the HIV and AIDS infected. We are not, She says, we are not the minority. PrEP is for us. Damn, I just can't believe it, but it's true. We are the ones affected the most. We can debate how and why. You can talk about being abstinent, being celibate, soul ties, all that other stuff. She says we are the majority, all we want. The fact is, whether you're in a relationship or not, if you decide to have SCX with anyone, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, you need to talk to your doctor about PrEP. For more information, go to healthysexuals.com. This isn't an ad. I honestly just want to help save lives with the information that I receive from being on the outside. So, here's the thing. Hold on now. I'm reading some in the chat. MCC says, so women can't date without sleeping with someone. We know realistically, eventually you are going to sleep with the man. You might not sleep. Let's say you're dating a guy for 5 months. You realize I don't really like him and you didn't sleep with him. Okay, but the next man you meet, most women and men do not stay celibate while dating on average. Most do not wait till they get married. Men, especially in the United States, do not wait to get some before marriage on average. Damn sure not in the black community. And we all know this. Again, all she's saying is even if you are abstinent, if you decide to have SCX eventually, let's say you did decide to wait till marriage, that doesn't keep you safe anymore. You were safe when you weren't having it. Okay, you waited to get married. Let's say you both got tested and you're both negative. You're married. But if your husband wants to step out on you, you can't watch that man 24/7. You don't know what that man doing. A man can go to a gas station or the restroom or a bathhouse for 5 minutes and do a glory hole with another dude and you don't know nothing about it. So, no. She says that she's proud of Essence Atkins for what she said. But she's saying that just because you're abstinent doesn't protect you once you have SCX again, even if you're married. So get on PrEP still. That's what she's trying to say. You know, I don't talk. I was going to get on the topic of being celibate type of thing. You can be celibate for a long time. It doesn't matter how celibate you are. I mean, are you going to stay celibate till the day you die? Most women aren't. So eventually you are going to do it again. And anytime you do it, there will always be a risk, no matter if you love him or you feel you can't trust no man on average. I don't care. You know, and it's sad to say, your husband could be the most perfect husband, the nicest man, everything you want, and the man could still step out on you. You just better hope that he protects himself when he does it and nothing happens to you, because there have been so many horror stories of married women getting it from their husbands. Okay. This is a fact. So, yeah, I applaud Tamar for marketing PrEP. Again, I know some women out there probably don't want to take it every single day, but it is something that can help prevent the transfer of it. And you probably would have a good peace of mind too. I mean, I'm not saying everything is 100% effective, but I guess they tested PrEP and did research on it and tested it out on people before they released it to the public. So, I mean, you can use PrEP, use condoms. If you're with your husband, like I said, 99% of women are going to have raw SDX with their husbands. Even if it's once or twice, it's going to happen, especially if y'all trying to make a baby. So, you know. Miss Vegan says, I have a gay guy friends that date married men. I wouldn't be friends with no men who are sleeping with down low men, because they're an enemy to you. Why do you think the community is so silent about what's happening to black women? They know. I don't think most of them care. And then they'll try to say, well, it's not something that, heterosexuals can get it, but where is it clustered? Where's the bulk of it? The men who sleep with both genders are going into the community where there's a high amount, and then they're bringing it back to the straight women. They even said 50% of trans have it. I kid you not, look that up. And it's not about targeting or being stigmatizing anybody. This is about facts and statistics. So, Miss Vegan says it's a friend of a friend. So, a lot of men, I had a video on a whole different platform. I don't ever think most down low men are never coming out of the closet in your lifetime. No. I had said before, and other people have said it, they need shelter, they need food. And women take in men, they provide shelter, cooking, and cleaning. A lot of men live very nasty. They treat each other very badly. They want the best of both worlds. They want to be able to shack up with a woman, have house cleaning, food cooked, nurturing, and they still want to use your womb to have a baby that's 50% of them genetically. Not only that, if they feel, well, I'm a black man in society, I already have things against me, I can't come out. Oh, I live in the Bible Belt, I live in the South, we can't run around being openly gay. You know, that's not accepted. It's a lot of pressure. So they'll get a nice girl, socially acceptable, have the home, or she's the breadwinner, or doing 50-50 cooking, cleaning, and all that. And while you're at work, or when he's out with his friends, he's actually having sex with men. And they even laugh about it. In 2025, these down low men are fully aware of how many men have HIV. And they still endanger their women because they're the enemy. They don't care. I've even heard of them laughing about it. I actually heard a story. I think this might have been on Bourbon Bougie channel. I think so, where a man had his friend. It was horrible. A woman was out with her man and her man's best friend. And he kept laughing at the table. And she was trying to figure out what's so funny. And he was basically saying something like, only if you knew. So eventually she found out what it was. Her man was collecting the sperm of the men he was sleeping with behind her back, and he hid it under the sink. But guess what? He was putting it in her food and drink. Do you know that she caught HIV? I don't think she sued. But he got upset when she found out he was sleeping with men, and upset when she found out he was putting the sperm of the other men in her food and drink. Now she got HIV because of him doing that to her. There actually was a Facebook group with over 40,000 or 50,000 DL black men at large that a woman found on Facebook, and they were laughing about giving black women STDs. So, yeah, a number of them do not care. And the way child, I can't even. So, yeah. PrEP is out. I think eventually the medicine is going to get even more advanced, and maybe again they might come out with a pill you just got to take once a month. I think if they came out with a pill that said, look, just take this PrEP pill once a month and it will keep you very safe, a lot of women would take it. You have to. I literally just saw a post on Instagram. This happened in China. This was today. A woman's husband kept going out of town. She found the text messages, found out he was cheating. But what he doesn't know is that he took an at-home HIV test and he's positive, and the wife found it. And she hasn't said anything yet. She says, what should she do? They told her, go to the hospital. So the man knows he has it, her husband, and he hasn't said nothing to her yet. And this is in China. So I won't be shocked if in the future women start taking their husbands off the planet with this continuing to happen and going to jail behind it, because they're going to blame the woman still, as society usually does. So, yeah, but, So, yeah, Tamar is promoting PrEP, and let us know again if you are willing to take PrEP to keep yourself safe. And the stigma does need to go away a lot. I mean, people pass away of cancer, diabetes, stroke, all types of stuff. I know people, it's just weird when people act like it's something you can't talk about, especially in the black community, where the highest amounts of it is in the black community now. I don't care how many conspiracies people think. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I've heard people say all types of stuff. I've heard people say it came from eating monkey meat in Africa and it transferred from the monkey. I've heard people say it was an experiment in a lab that got out of control. I've heard, it was God's judgment and came out to get humans for having sex, even though there have been men having sex with men since the days of Roman times and before that and all of that. And the fact is that you didn't hear about people passing away of AIDS. That was in the 1980s. It takes 10 years to develop into AIDS. So HIV was actually out longer before the public talked about it. They just didn't have a name for it. It was out. But when people started dropping like flies in the 1980s, the started with the men sleeping with men. Then it got into the blood supply with blood transfusions, people using needles on drugs, and men who sleep with men and women and bringing it over to the women. And now it's just, that's it. That is what it is, and you don't hear about it that much, but it's very, very real. And again, there is medicine to keep you alive, and plenty of people are living healthy lives. And some people even have partners who don't have it, and they're having children and all that stuff. I don't know if I would risk bringing a baby. It's too risky with that. If the stuff I'm hearing with having babies, viral loads being low and stuff. But a lot of people still are very nervous about. That's like the ultimate one you don't want to get, so. But I applaud Tamar again for promoting PrEP for Black women, especially because, again, she cares about Black women and she sees the crisis that was going on. So let's go to the next topic. Okay? The next topic is Tracee Ellis Ross, baby. When I heard about this, when I heard about what I'm about to show you, I was disgusted. Now, she recently made a video trying to clear this up. Something about her laundry practices, or she does pack more. But this is what she said. She says that when she goes on vacation, she only packs 2 pairs of underwear. When she travels, she says she washes her underwear in the hotel sink with shower gel. Look, I'm happy that she's washing her drawers, okay? But baby, you are a millionaire. Please explain why you're only taking 2 pairs of drawers going on a vacation. That's just trifling to me. I'm sorry. Like, if I'm traveling somewhere for 5 days, I'll probably pack 7 to 8 pairs of underwear. You always want to bring extra. If I'm traveling somewhere for 3 days, then I'll bring 5 pairs of underwear. Okay? I'm one of those types of people, like, I will plan my vacation around my menstrual cycle. If I know my period is coming, I'm not going on vacation. It's going to destroy my vacation. If I'm getting married, I'm planning my wedding around my menstrual cycle. I don't want to sleep with my husband and my period is on my wedding night. So if I'm traveling, no, I'm not bringing 2 pairs of drawers. Are you crazy? Like, this is just, I was like, Tracee, why are you only packing 2 pairs of underwear? Make this make sense. She said that it take up too much space in the suitcase. I'm like, no, it does not. Underwear is not even that thick. Like, I'm telling you, you could bring two suitcases and have your underwear in there. I'm like, girl, you can't be serious. You can't be serious with this. So, look, let's see more of what she said. Some people would, child, I can't with this. Let's see, Tracee. Let me, hold on for a second. Hold on, baby. All right. Tracee said she opened up about her travel habits. Okay. She made a shocking confession. She says that she only ever packs 2 pairs of underwear in her suitcase while preparing for a vacation. She says there's always 1 bathing suit, a flip-flop, and 1 little dress I can roll up, and there's always 2 pairs of underwear. Okay, they said 2 pairs of underwear, that's it? The 52-year-old actress said she will often use hotel sinks to wash her underwear with a bar of soap or shower gel, then use another sink to rinse them off, and then finally use a towel rack to hang them dry. She says if I'm going to go on a month on a trip, you can't pack a month's worth of underwear. How do you do that? That takes up a lot of space, baby. Tracee, hold on now. Tracee, I know good and damn well you are not going on vacation for 30 days and only packing 2 pairs of drawers. That sounds disgusting and trifling. Now, if you said, okay, I brung 10 pairs of drawers, I could accept that. I could if you're still washing them. But the fact is that you are a rich woman, especially. Like, why can't you just bring more drawers, underwear with you? Like, this is just no. Miss Villamore says this is homeless behavior. I've been homeless and that's what you do. Yeah, that's a different situation. But I mean, seriously? I think this is trifling. And what happens if her period comes on? And when Tracee said this, look, let's get a little bit more into it. She's not the only woman I've seen that's just trifling to me with certain stuff. This is Malaysia from Love and Basketball LA. I think women, you might get offended. I think women who don't wear underwear are disgusting. You're not 100% disgusting, but that's trifling to me. There have been a few other celebrity women. One of them actually just responded to me on social media. I couldn't believe it because I said it was trifling. Not wearing underwear. Malaysia Pargo, I believe, she says she doesn't wear drawers. You don't wear drawers? What kind of woman doesn't wear underwear? Now look, it does feel freeing. I don't think you have to wear underwear in your house. If you have like a house dress on or something on your house, you don't have to wear underwear in your house. You're in your house. Your coochie got to breathe. Let it breathe. But if I'm going outside, I'm going to wear underwear. Especially women have discharge. Your coochie is usually not dry as a desert. You have discharge. Are you really going to let, excuse my language, you're going to let your coochie juice get all over the crotch of your pants? There are some women who have to wear panty liners because they produce a lot of juice. So what happens? What happens? I always think, oh my God, you don't wear drawers. What happens when your period comes on early or something like that? I know you're wearing drawers when your period is on, your pads and tampons or the diaper or whatever. But I always just felt it's nasty. I think women, like, baby, if I'm going out, I'm going on a date, I'm out, I'm wearing a dress, you're wearing silk or satin. Next thing you know, you get up and there's a stain on it from your coochie juice, your discharge, because you're trifling but don't wear drawers. Stop being trifling. You sitting down and your coochie juice is all in the crotch of your damn jeans. That's nasty. That's nasty. I don't care what nobody say. Now, look, some women might do it once every now and again, wearing a sundress, a cute little maxi, and go out with no drawers on. I've done it one time in my life. I'm going to be real with you, and it felt amazing. I'm being real with you, it was. But that was just one time. I just wanted to see what it was like. And it was wonderful. But at the end of the day, I can't be doing that everyday type of thing, especially, you have discharge and stuff. And that's just, I wasn't raised that way. And we know that's trifling. So, Malaysia don't wear drawers. She don't wear drawers. Kim Zolciak, she doesn't wear drawers either. I'm like, y'all have children. You have daughters. Are you teaching your daughters not to wear drawers? I couldn't raise my daughter not wearing underwear. What happens? She's at school and her period comes on. She didn't know. She doesn't have any drawers on. Even though it's still not going to protect you. If you have drawers on, you need a pad. But you get what I'm saying? I'm not going to raise my daughters to think that's acceptable and normal. Now, when she gets grown, if she doesn't want to wear drawers no more, that's her decision. But yeah, you need to wear drawers under your dress, slips under see-through dress. You're wearing jeans. You're going out on a date. Oh yeah, when it comes to hygiene and stuff, yeah, my daughters would know that, yeah, you need to wash, and I'm going to show her how to wash everything, front and back and middle. Behind your ears, your belly button, under your breasts, your rolls if you have any, the crack of your, all of that with a wash rag and soap and rinsing out. She's going to know you wash before you go to school, before you go to work. When you come home, before you go to bed, you have a boyfriend, a husband, you ain't taking your butt in that bed without washing. You know that man gonna want to do some things. You need to go wash and make sure it ain't funky and all that other stuff. Let's keep it real. So, and he needs to too. So yeah, because you do have parents failing their daughters on this stuff. And you're getting your feet, rinsing, the stuff they use, the scrubber on the feet to get the dead skin off. If you got a callus, how to get the callus off the best way you can. Shaving, all of that stuff. So look, I know I'm going all in on it. So, I was shocked when I heard Tracee say this. Like, damn, 2 pairs of underwear. That's just trifling. I mean, she acting like I highly doubt there's not enough room to pack at least damn 7 pairs of underwear on vacation. You ain't gonna tell me you going on vacation for a whole damn month and all you got is 2 pairs of drawers. I ain't trying to hear that. That's just trifling to me. Zaya says, I don't wear underwear. Every now and then with my beautiful maxi dresses, especially in the summer, but maybe 3 times out of the month only. I mean, look, again, if I'm in my house, I'm wearing my house dress, my pajamas, I'm with my man, I probably go to bed without drawers. But if I go outside, my drawers will be on. I do know it is amazing, the feeling of the maxi dress just being free. And you could, but if you are a woman who has a lot of discharge, you know damn well you don't, no, So, Jamar, hey Jamar, you said, I can see with 3 because she's washing them, but 2 is not enough. I thought it was interesting. She said she washes them with a bar of soap from the hotel. I'm like, why come you didn't bring no laundry detergent with you on vacation? I mean, there were actually people in the comments section trying to say this is because she's biracial. This came from her white side. Baby, nah, I don't think so. I mean, her mom did raise her. And yeah, there are black people who don't all have good hygiene practices. I've smelled funky black people out in stores before. Not an extreme amount, but it exists. People are different. I've literally seen white women. There was a TikTok. Someone uploaded a video of all these white women saying, oh, I'm happy I came on Black Women Hygiene TikTok. Now I know how to wash and do all this stuff. I putting the oil on. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I did this. And it's like 7 steps. I'm like, I don't know, baby. All I do, get your butt in the shower, warm the hot water, your wash rag or 2 wash rags, some good soap. If you don't want scented soap, fine, lather up and wash yourself like you washing a chicken and scrub with that rag and get all the nooks and crannies and rinse thoroughly and do the smell checks and all of that and shaving and getting all that stuff and rinsing. And then you get out, you dry off. No, I don't do that air drying crap. Dry off all of spots with the towel. Put your lotion on for moisturizer, your deodorant, spray yourself with your perfume or spray. It's really nothing to it that much. So I know all this oil stuff these women was talking about. I mean, you could, but ain't nothing wrong with a good moisturizer, a good lotion, shea butter, and all that other stuff you want to use. So I mean, yeah, the people make it sound, because I was seeing them saying, oh, the black women on TikTok teaching me how to wash, and it's like 7 steps, and oh, thank you about the oil method. I'm like, what oil method? I mean, you can put some oil on. I saw one woman talking about a Q-tip method. I'm like, a Q-tip? Get your ass a wash rag, please, and wash your stuff. I mean, it's not that hard. That was a black woman talking about some Q-tip method. So it was crazy. And if you have sons, teach your sons how to wash, please. Especially if your son, you didn't circumcise your son. I'm taking it there. Teach it. Teach that boy. If you didn't do that. Pulling, I ain't even going into detail. All of that. So, thank you, C Miles. Girl, don't get me started, Amor. Don't get me started. Don't even get me started. If you are raising your son by yourself, or even the daddy, you have a responsibility to teach your son how to wash his ass. Literally. Because all these stuff, the women having these bad experiences because you ain't teach your son. Especially if he ain't circumcised, you need to stop playing with us with that. It's not. Okay, so look, that is it. That is literally it for the topics of tonight. The topics of tonight, baby, just 2 topics. Now, just because Tracee shared this, it doesn't mean she's not washing her ass. It doesn't mean she's not cleaning herself. She just says, I take 2 pairs and I washed my drawers in the sink. And it was a debate amongst women. How many drawers, underwear should you bring on vacation? Like I said, if I'm going somewhere for 5 days, I'm probably going to bring 7 pairs. If I'm going somewhere for 3 days, I'm going to bring 5 pairs. You always want to have extra and make sure you are good. So, all right. So that is it again for today's topics. I cannot wait to hear your opinions, not only in the chat, but also in the comment section. So that is it. I thank you again. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. And get those likes up, baby. All right. So you all take care. And if you would like to donate, my Cash App will be in the description box. Okay. So you all take care. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.